So this is going to be a video about immigration. This is the 2025 video about immigration this I mean, I've really unpacked this, and I feel like enough other people have unpacked it as well. But this is really this is the video for black girls, black American girls specifically, about immigration. I think that there's a lot of continental Africans who are also undocumented, who are in America, but the same thing that I would say to the Latinx community, I would say to the undocumented continental Africans. And I heard the Kenyan twins say this, and it really hit me. It stuck with me. They said these people should go back and build up their own countries. Thank you. Seriously, everyone cannot just go and reap the benefits of American exceptionalism. We'll call it, let's call it American super capitalism and AI. Really, that's what this is. Everyone cannot just reap the benefits. Somebody has to go and build the new economy for the new place. Why not you? Why not you? Because it's I'm gonna be kind of sad if I end up going to Ethiopia and it's I'm the super blogger. I'm not even from there. Why don't we have people who are there who are doing it? You should be doing it. I'm happy to see Fetty making vlogs. Please make more. Make as many as you can. The content is not very good right now, but at least she's making it. Better than nothing. But so let's go back to the immigration question, because I think it's really strange. For so long, we've heard communities of color, quote unquote, right? We'll call them non-black, non-white people. That's going to be my new term. Maybe I'll hashtag that in some way. NBNW. Non-black, non-white people. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of shit happening. On the university campus, I've seen it happen where a bunch of Chinese students come, overstay visas, they just never leave. And hopefully they'll convert to H-1B visas, but if they don't, they still stay. Nobody ever goes. And then there's the Hispanic community. They just trot right over the border and then just have a whole bunch of anchor babies, and now you're supposed to stay. It was the funniest thing to hear whatever his name was talk about oh, we don't want to separate families, so the whole family should get deported together. It's just I'm sorry, it's funny as fuck, but also I mean that's kind of very true. And the thing that doesn't make any sense is for every other law, everybody seems to understand the legality of it, right? For every other topic, everything makes so much sense. Oh, if you steal something from the grocery store, that's theft. You should be prosecuted for theft. Oh, if you remember when what's-her-face was lying to get her kids into college? That's fraud. You should be prosecuted for that. Okay, well you literally crossed over into another country illegally. That is called, you are an alien. You do not belong here. You have no authentication to be here. You should go home. That is also very real. You broke a law and now you're a criminal. I don't understand. How is it all the laws are now blurred in terms of that criminality, but any other, when y'all saw black men selling drugs, you weren't oh well, he had to feed his family. Nobody said that shit. What'd you say? Criminal. And I think this is actually a really, really funny time in history, because I just saw some policy or law where Trump is taking away federal benefits for undocumented immigrants. I feel a lot of y'all don't understand how this is going to change quite a lot, because imagine this. So before, you could just be undocumented and then get shit. You can still get food stamps. You can still get public housing. You can still get health care. You can still get shit. Okay, so but now if you go to the hospital and you don't have any documentation and you can't give birth to your baby at the hospital, you can't get a birth certificate, you can't get a social security card, people are going to stop coming. They're going to stop breaking the law. So he's taking away all of the incentives because there were actual incentives in place. And then people keep wondering why the social programs don't have any funds. And it's hilarious, because the propaganda of America will have you sitting out here believing the welfare babies are black. The black women have aborted all unwanted black children. I guarantee you. It's every single day. 900 black women are having abortions. The black birth rate in America was 13% last year. This year is going to be like 11%. The Hispanic population rate is at like 33%. Like, yeah, everyone is having a very different conversation from the fucking reality of like what's happening in that country. And personally, like, I have no stakes in this game. Like, this has absolutely nothing to do with me. Like, I don't care. That's not the point, though. Like, I don't have to care. It's more like, why are we still having different conversations? Why can't we have an honest conversation about, like, who the welfare mothers are? Because they're not black women. Right? Who are the women who are, like, coming here and soaking up the resources? Because it ain't black women doing that either. Who are the beneficiaries of the DEI programs? It's not black women. Like, white women have now and always been the beneficiaries of DEI programs. It is not like taking away the programs is like setting back the women's movement, but more specifically the white women's movement. Am I sad about this? Not really, no. Like, did this impact me in any way? No. Like, I don't, like, it's not, we're not having the same conversations, and I just really wish we'd be like a little bit more honest and like try to just try to live in reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, just a little snippet of reality. Just tiny little. It's very frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. So frustrating. And then now we all want to have the push for like, and I feel like this has been happening for a while. It was like 2 years ago when I heard it, when I did Code 2040. Everyone's like, the people of color. People, no, don't call me a person of color. I'm not a person of color. I'm black. I am black. Though the people who are non-black, those are the people of color. The non-black, non-white people, those are the people of color. That, I'm not in the group. Like, so those programs and shit weren't really for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so frustrating. Why can't we just use words to like mean real things in real people? How about that? What if we just did that? You know? I think it just changes a lot. And honestly, for I don't think it changes anything for us. I think it's more about staying on our path. And for a very long time, I couldn't figure out what the path was, because like for me, it has to be a path of ease and comfort, right? And also like excessive gains. Like, if I'm not getting anything out of the situation, then I gotta find a new path. So like, I finally feel like I found one, and it's returning fruit. At least for me. Like, I'm finding some joy and utility from seeing countries that I've never seen, from, you know, actually being able to hang out at coffee shops and having things to talk about. Because for a while I just was like, oh, I feel like I didn't relate to anyone. And now there's like enough content creators where I can just like literally make response videos to their content, and that is like, I could do that. This could go on forever. Even if like all my favorite content creators stopped producing content, unless they like took it all off, there's enough talking points that I can just go back to the old stuff and be like, Patreon saves lives. Patreon saves lives. I really wanted to say that. I could expand more, but I feel like I got all the highlighted points out for now, you know?